The Corellian Engineering Corporation's CR series is a popular group of classes which have been in production for multiple decades in a dizzying number of variants, each serving different roles, both military and civilian. Perhaps the best known of the CR series is the CR90, commonly dubbed Corellian Corvette or blockade runner. This capable and long-serving type can be easily converted to serve a number of roles, with many sector and planetary defense forces utilizing the vessels in the Corvette variant, while freight and passenger companies use the ships as fast transports, most commonly to ply long-range trade lanes. The base CR90 comes in at 150 meters long, is 49 meters wide, and 33 meters tall, with the stock ship mounting a Class 2 hyperdrive as standard with a Class 12 backup. The ship is not armed as standard, however, both military and some civilian versions do carry varying degrees of weaponry. The class features a very strong hull and can accept many different types of modifications to suit the end user. By the time of the Clone Wars, the CR90 had been in continuous production for decades already, and had proven to be a popular transport used by both civilian and military organizations alike in a variety of roles. However, the ship did have several notable flaws which had recently caused sales to begin to decline in recent years. The primary issue most customers had with the ship was its comparatively cramped interior, as well as difficult to control nature, while traveling at high speeds. The class was also somewhat high maintenance and was not very fuel efficient due to its many large engines. Faced with these complaints, CEC decided that rather than developing an entirely new class of ship to replace the basically sound, if not for some issues, CR90, they would simply improve on the existing design, both to expedite its development and get it to market as soon as possible, as well as help transfer customers off of the older ship and into the new type. Development proceeded quickly, with CEC development focused on creating a reliable and very easily customizable design that would be relatively inexpensive to produce once it entered full-scale production. A series of prototypes were unveiled to the public in 18 BBY, shortly after the rise of the Empire. Fitted into a number of separate variants to demonstrate the different roles envisioned for the type to perform, these early ships were toured extensively across many major CEC offices and offered directly to potential military and civilian customers. Entering production in 17 BBY, the CR90 quickly proved a success, seeing use by many customers over its unusually long production life, seeing particular success in the military market, where it could be used primarily by sector and planetary defense forces, though the Galactic Empire would also utilize many ships of the type in a number of variants. It is little surprise that the type would also find its way, through a number of means, into the hands of various rebel groups and later become a mainstay of the Alliance to Restore the Republic, a group formed from several smaller rebel cells which would go on to fight the Galactic Civil War and later form the New Republic. In its civilian role, the CR90 performed well, both in service and in terms of sales. However, the type often performed poorly when compared to other CEC offerings in the mid-range freighter market, notably the Action series, and so CEC would wisely focus on the military market instead, though the class did carve a niche for itself in the high-speed, low-volume trade of passengers and freight. Due to its combination of high speed, effective armament, and capable shields, the CR90 often found itself used in the roles of scout, skirmisher, anti-fighter screening unit, and escort, while the rebel use of the ship to run supplies under the nose of the Empire quickly earned the type the moniker blockade runner. In fact, the type's association with the Rebel Alliance would eventually see it sidelined from major service by the Empire and the Imperial Navy, and replaced in that role with the Marauder Corvette. However, the Alliance used the ship to very good effect in a variety of roles, both in military utilities, such as escorts, skirmishers, anti-fighter vessels, and as transports. Following the Battle of Endor and the formation of the New Republic, the CR90 would later be officially adopted as the primary corvette class of the fleet, which would sign contracts for the type with CEC shortly after Corellia ceded from the Empire weeks after Endor. The type remained in service for decades after the end of the Galactic Civil War. Though CEC ended its production in 22 ABY, it would remain in various frontline roles within the New Republic long afterwards, and would hang around in various civilian service even longer. An enduring and highly effective design based upon the successful CR70, the CR90 Corvette proved to be a major sales success for its manufacturer and would be well liked in service, proving to be well suited for adaptation into many different roles to suit its owners. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you might know that this is a redone version of a prior video on this channel with better audio, hopefully. Improved pictures, stuff like that, versus the original, which I believe was recorded on my phone and edited on my phone and was, as a result, not great. As always, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, I guess. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Star Wars stuff. Trying to do more Star Wars stuff because I like Star Wars stuff, and I want to be not necessarily known for Star Wars stuff, but I also don't want to be shuffled into the one niche thing, because YouTube tends to focus on niches within niches within niches. You can't just be a gaming channel. You have to play cozy games, and you can't just play cozy games. You have to play retro 16-bit looking top-down games, and you can't just play retro 16-bit top-down games. You have to play Stardew Valley, and if you do anything else, you get like slaughtered in the algorithm. And it's really weird that it works like that, and it's really weird that it's specific as it is, but both because I think my Star Trek videos tend to reach a wider audience. More people tend to be interested in Star Trek ships, I think, than Star Wars ships. I think that Star Wars videos tend to do better, and they tend to be recommended to more people versus Star Wars ships, but regardless, I do this for fun, and honestly, thinking about the algorithm too much kinda makes me convinced that it's gained sentience and does its own thing anyway, so, there's that. Let's see, artwork. If you like the artwork I use in these videos, yeah, we're gonna switch from sentient AI deciding how to recommend videos that it's escaped YouTube's control to pictures, pretty pictures at that, hopefully. If you like the artwork I make in these videos, feel free to check out the channel's Patreon. All of the artwork I make for the channel can be found there. The pictures are free. You don't need to subscribe or anything. If you do want to join the Patreon, that's an option. You get videos a week in advance. You can vote on video topics, things like that. So that's an option, I suppose. And also, the YouTube algorithm can't reach you on Patreon, so that's a plus. I'm gonna end this now because this is a terrible outro.